Today we're doing a basic Pilates routine that's great for anyone, whether you're a beginner or an advanced mover. And I also want to let you know about my 4-week Pilates challenge coming to my unlimited community on October 1st, 2023. It's going to be 4 weeks of Pilates workouts to help you in any stage of life, and you can sign up below. So today we're doing a Pilates basics routine that's perfect whether you're a beginner just starting with Pilates or whether you are a little more advanced and want to return to the basics. So we're going to start laying down on our back. So find a comfortable place with your feet flat, hip distance apart. Just let your head turn side to side for a moment. I just want you to settle in here to your mat. On an inhale, take both arms back, reach them nice and long, and exhale both arms back down. We're just going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, get rid of all your air. We're just using this moment, this breath, to prepare your body for a little bit of movement. Stretch out those shoulders, arms come down. Okay, now on an exhale, I want you to curl your tailbone. You're just gonna kind of rock your pelvis towards you. And then on an inhale, rock it the opposite way. So I'm exhaling, my low back flattens, my pelvis curls towards me. In the inhale, you take it the other way. Now this has a purpose, I promise. We're starting to warm up, we're starting to move our low back a little bit. One of the main principles in Pilates is something we call articulation. We're going to get to that in just a moment. And it's the idea of moving through your spine one vertebrae at a time. It's one of the things that makes Pilates so good for your back. And this is preparing us for that. Okay, so now on your next one, you're going to curl your tailbone and you're going to continue to roll up one vertebrae at a time into what we call a bridge, which is this right here. You're only rolling as high as you're comfortable. If you want to go to a full bridge, it's this flat position here with your hips up. You inhale at the top, and then you're going to exhale, and you curl to roll back down. Okay, so we inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl, and you're trying to peel those vertebrae off one at a time. It's okay if you feel really sticky or stuck in some areas. That's normal. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. So go at your own pace. We're going to do a few of these. You're trying to keep your hips level. Okay, try not to let one drop more than the other. And it's okay if your breathing gets off of mine, okay? I do not want you to get too caught up or stressed about the breathing. I just want you to breathe. As long as you're taking full inhales and full exhales, that will help guide your body, that will help calm your nervous system, but the pattern can come later on. There can be so many things to think about when you're starting a new exercise program or a new workout for the day. And sometimes it's just overwhelming. So if you just think about, okay, am I breathing and am I moving? Okay, those 2 things to start are the perfect place. Okay, roll up, stay here, reach your arms back, and then roll back down. It gives you this lovely lengthening and stretch here. Bring your arms to your sides. One more like that, curl and roll up. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, curl and roll down. Nice job. From here, slide your hands behind your head. You're going to put your thumbs at the base of your skull, elbows are wide, and your feet are still flat. Now, on an exhale, tuck your chin, and you're still peeling off, but now you're peeling off from your head. See if you can get your head and maybe your shoulder blades off the mat, and then inhale to roll back down. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll up. You're not holding an orange here, okay? That's too big. Your head will fall back. Just hold a little walnut. Feel like you're rolling up to maybe look at your belly button, and then back down. And if this is too much, then I want you to put your head and shoulders on a pillow. Okay, so you start a little higher, and that will make it a little bit easier. So think about keeping your tail down. We're just going nice and slow like this. Abdominal work is a big part of Pilates, but I promise it's not the only part. And I promise we don't do crunches the whole time, okay? It's good to teach ourselves how to do them safely, but if you need to rest here, please go ahead and rest. No worries at all. Roll up, stay here. Twist to your left, come back to center. Twist to your right, come back to center, and roll back down. We're gonna do it again. Roll up, but now twist to your right first. And then center. And left. And center. And back down. We're gonna do that 2 more times. All right, exhale up. Twist to the left. And again, if the crunch is too much for you, try it on a pillow or even just work on the twisting. We're building strength. We do not expect anyone to start and have it be easy right off the bat, right? That's not the way life works. We have to figure out our bodies and learn how things feel. Nice job. Come back down. Awesome. Arms to your sides. Reach your left leg long and hug your right knee in. So we've worked through articulation, part of Pilates. We've worked through some abdominal work. Now, what I want you to do, give that a really good squeeze. Hold behind the leg, reach it up. We're just gonna do 3. And we're going into another piece of Pilates that's called disassociation. I'm gonna tell you what that means. Reach the leg up, keep it here. Point the toes, arms come down. Now, if this is too much, bend the left knee. This is your different position that you may need to take. It's up to you, wherever you wanna be. What you're gonna do is draw a little circle in the air with that right leg. Only as much as you can that nothing else moves. That's what we mean by disassociation. We're teaching your body how to just move the leg without everything else moving along with it. So this is working hip muscles, leg muscles, and actually a lot of your core muscles. That's why we say Pilates works so much in your core, because you're kind of always having that awareness of centering and using your full body. Now pause at the top and reverse directions. So you decide how big your circles are gonna be. It doesn't matter. They might be tennis ball size. They might be big like mine. Whatever you can do. And if you need a little support, you can put like a strap or a belt around your foot and hold on to it with your hands. Nice, hug the knee in. And switch legs. Give it a really good squeeze first and then hold behind the leg and reach and bend. And if you do have a history of Pilates, if you've been moving for a long time, it's always good to come back to these basics, to be reminded of how our body moves in Pilates. Okay, keep the leg up, bring the arms down, and then when you're ready, you're gonna lower down to the right and then up to the left. I actually find many times when I come back to these basic moves, when I make myself go slow, it really makes me work. Okay, pause at the top, switch directions. Feel like you're really lengthening and trying to reach through the toes. Try to make that leg as long as you can. Nice. Hug it in again. And then give both knees a squeeze. And we're gonna roll onto our left side. So if this is new to you, I want you to be on your side right here with your head in your hand, or you can even rest down on a pillow. If you've been doing this a while, you can come up to a high elbow like this. And then what we're gonna do is we stack our hips, right? One on top of the other. You're gonna bring your bottom foot forward so it's at the top edge of the mat. And then you lift your top leg. So pause for a second. Feel like I'm standing at that ankle, pulling on it. So you're reaching again, kind of creating space here, trying to get long. You lift your ribs up. I know there's a lot to think about. Flex your right foot. Bring it forward. You're bringing the right leg forward. Then you point your foot to bring it back. So I'm talking you through a lot of things because I want you to feel empowered in what you're doing, right? I don't want to feel like I'm just throwing out movements at you and making you do these crazy things. The more you feel in control of what you're doing, the more you'll feel empowered in it, the more strong you'll feel, the more you feel like you can move on to the next step when you're ready. So here too, we're only moving that leg as much as you can, that nothing else moves. So we've got a lot of hip strength happening. We have a lot of stabilization happening in the pelvis and the low back. Pilates really just makes you use your body in an entirely different way. And then it's meant to help you be better at everything else you do. Like, believe it or not, this will help your balance when you're standing. Okay, now keep your toes pointed. Bring the leg forward, up, and around for a circle. And here too, you decide how big. You take agency over this. You have control. Okay, big or small, your choice, as long as you're keeping everything stable. Okay, switch directions. Again, just following that breath wherever it comes, inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Nice job. Rest that leg down. Bend your knees. Just take your time pressing up. We're going to find a side stretch. And then come down onto your right side. Same thing. Lay down flat or up in that high elbow. Your bottom leg cups to the front edge of the mat. You lift up that top leg, flex your foot. Feel like I'm standing at your ankle, pulling on it and reaching. Okay, keep the foot flexed, leg is strong. You come forward and point to come back. Feel like you're gaining a centimeter of length in that leg every time you move. That's what I think about a lot. That helps me with my posture. It helps me in these positions if I just think about where can I create space, right? Like in my ribs can be lifted. I need space between my ear and my shoulder so I'm not sinking down. I need space in that hip joint. Okay, keep the toes pointed. Come forward, up and around. Nice job. Stick with it. And switch directions. Up, forward, and back. I've been doing this for a long time, 23 years. And this move still works my hips every time I do it. One more. Nice job. Lower the leg down. Bend your knees. All the way up and over. And then I'm going to have you swing your legs around in front and have your legs mat distance apart. Pull the toes back towards you. And if this isn't possible, this sitting position, then you can sit up on a block or on a bolster or just sit with your legs crossed, okay? Whatever allows you to be in an upright posture. You can even use your hands next to you and sit up as tall as you can on those sit bones. Flex your feet so your legs are strong and straight. Then hands behind your head. So again, we're creating space in our spine. Sit up tall. I know it's work. And then inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, center. So we're really stretching our hips, stretching our upper back. The beauty of this is it's a stretch with strength. It's mobilization. So we're not just stretching you in a passive position. We're moving you and it takes your strength and control to do it. One more. Nice job. Bring your arms down. Squeeze your legs together. Sitting up tall still, arms at your sides. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, arms down. Using those back muscles to stay nice and tall. Sometimes this feels like the hardest exercise of the day with how much those back muscles have to work to keep you in a tall posture. Again, you can sit cross-legged or sit in a chair if that's better. Last one, arms up, and then exhale, dive over your legs. Restack your spine. Sit up nice and tall. Arms lift up again in front, and then dive. Restack one at a time. Sit back up nice and tall. Arms up and reach. This is our last one. So you're going to stay here, maybe grabbing your toes or your feet or the backs of your legs. And restack your spine. And great job. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget my Pilates for Life challenge that starts October 1st, 2023 in Unlimited. I'll have the details below. I'll see you on your mat soon.